back. Book club. On my birthday, we are back. And it's Sunday. I don't even have a book, y'all. Let me find something here. I don't know if we're gonna do Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. I don't think we're gonna do this. I don't want to do that one. Let's see. Let's find something right quick. Hold up. Let's find a book right quick. Book club. Oh, my little lamp, my little thing went out. There y'all go. Book club, 30 minutes. Y'all got 30 minutes. Thank y'all for all the birthday wishes today. I finished the painting. I'm chilled, I'm relaxed. Let me find a book. Let me find a book. Ooh, what shall we start with? What shall we start? I think I'm gonna start with I think I'm going to start with a book I ran across this book, and it's a good book about, I think this will be great to start off with, because this is a book about, it's kind of similar to the Mean Girls movie where they picked on the girl and she ended up being popular toward the end, kind of that Mean Girl movie. This book is about how jealous women can be. So this book, this is perfect because this goes along with what I've been dealing with since I've been up here. Y'all know I've been dealing with that shit. So that's what we're gonna read about. The techniques people use, manipulative women and men use. I probably need to cut the light on, huh? I can't show y'all the picture because it's wet. So y'all just have, if I decide to show it to y'all, it's my birthday picture. It's beautiful. It didn't do too bad. I kind of like it. I just mixed up something just to have something done. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put that thing in, but hey, look, the colors it's beautiful though. Okay, so look, I even got paint right there on my shirt. I think I got it off my arms and hands a little bit. I try not to be too messy because I'm already cleaned up, so I didn't want to get all messed up with paint. But anywho, we're going to do this book, Green Eyes by Mariah Perry. So we're going to do this book right here. And this tells you about how jealous and envious women can be, manipulative women can be, hateful and spiteful women can be. So if you have not seen this movie, not the movie, if you have not read the book, y'all need to get it because it's good. It is really fucking good. Okay, so y'all need to definitely get it. So we're going to start out with this. I don't even know what episode we in. I just put EP up there because I got to go back through the playlist and see where we left off. Y'all know I jump around with books. I don't finish the whole books. I just read some of the books so y'all can see if y'all want to buy it. Because nobody like to buy a book they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes that. So let's go. I don't even know if I'm going to be... I probably shouldn't even pick this out. Because look how small the damn writing is. Which is why I said, let me cut this fucking light on. Because this shit is like, literally like, too fucking small. Help my eyes, Spirit. Help my eyes. All right. So, Green Eyes. This is the chessboard, the training for battle, know your opponent's players, assessment, application, and self-reflection. This book was written in 2023. Okay. So this book was written in 2023 by Mariah Perry. And she must have went through some shit. And all of y'all, I could probably write a book like this too. You see what I'm saying? All the shit I done been through on this internet. All right. Not just from men, but from women too. I cannot see this motherfucker. I probably should have got a book with big writing. Oh, I'm gonna have to stand up. I can't see this. Where's my flashlight? I can't. She got this too small. My God, why y'all didn't tell her to write this damn shit big? God damn. Like, I know she probably wanted to keep it short, but god damn, nobody can see this shit. What the fuck? Okay, enough then. Preface. Have you ever wondered why you face exponential ostracism, rejection, and opposition in academic institutions, social groups, and professional environments? Have these obstacles made you question yourself and your capabilities? Have you been even more perplexed trying to figure out what you did or what you said to deserve such hostile treatment? Aside from much needed introspection and constructive criticism, sometimes we are faced with relational opposition that goes beyond our will and capacity. Some relational opposition is not rooted in our shortcomings or inadequacies, but in other people's disposition. They fucked up self. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but really. Okay. We are not at the disadvantage when we don't understand that the relational opposition we face can be strategic on the other person's part. So these are emotional manipulators, that narcissistic women. This book is about narcissistic women and how they try to size you up to come in for the kill, they think. Okay, you gotta, well, I didn't mean to do that, but you gotta be a thinker. You gotta follow your intuition, and then you gotta think. Let me find where the fuck I was at. Here, hold up. Where was I? People's short, okay. We are at the, okay, there it is. It can be hard to understand how someone thrives off of competing, belittling, and discrediting others. However, when we look at these dynamics objectively, they will gain context. I'm trying not to lose my spot, y'all. This writing is small. The context in question is often rooted in the emotional state called envy. Now, we all been experiencing that. Many of us may be familiar. Many of us may be familiar with jealousy, as it is a common human emotion. We may experience jealousy when we wish we got an opportunity. We would, wait. We may experience jealousy when we wish we got an opportunity. We want to be in a relationship with someone who choose someone else over us. What the fuck? Or see someone with something we wish we had. I think, well, I'm gonna leave that alone. This is a common emotion and often passes. When one is experiencing a moment of jealousy, it is typical fleeting that they can gracefully move on and not hold a grudge. When one is envious, they will harbor something to the point it is unhealthy. An envious individual will obsess and fixate until they achieve what they want, even if it means hurting someone else or stepping outside of integrity. When a person has been overcome with envy, they become relentless and ruthless, which can be extremely dangerous for the individual receiving such wrath. When a person learns how to identify envy, the intense opposition they face in certain settings will begin to make sense, and they will learn how to navigate such hostility. To give context to the severity of envy, here are some research findings to depict the psychological effects envy can have on an individual. In an article that assessed envy and giving, researchers found that the extent to which envy towards superior versus neutral peers activates malicious motivation negatively impacts people's willingness to help these superior peers, particularly with autonomous help. Montel Rosenberg and more in 2022. Researchers strategically analyzed implicit means of understanding envy targets by assisting them in a manner that retains dependence rather than increasing autonomy. Another study assessed the dark side of envy and the distinctive links between benign and malicious envy with dark personalities. Kind of such like that dark triad book that I got of psychology, the Machiavelli, the narcissist, the deranged motherfucker. These women are like that. Or men. They're like, that's what envy is like. Maliciousness. That's our 5 of Swords in the tarot deck. The malicious, even the 7 of Swords is like that too. Researchers found that benign envy is associated with Machiavellian tendencies. That's what I said, that dark triad psychology book that I got like that, 10 books in one that tells about that. That's where that's coming from. These motherfuckers is psychopaths. That's what they is. They need to go get some fucking help. Whereas malicious envy relates to both Machiavellian and psychopathic tendencies. These effects remain stable when controlling for social desirability. In short, both envy forms can be linked to well-established dark personalities, namely the dark triad. So it named it anyway. That's the book. That's the book I showed y'all that was about that thick, that black and white book. I think it's in the playlist, and this will be in the playlist too. Contradicting previous theorizing that benign envy relates only to constructive consequences. Instead, the evidence implies that both benign and malicious envy may go along with antisocial, but nonetheless functional behaviors. Lang and Crusius, Crusius, in 2018. Another study examined how leader narcissism predicts malicious envy and supervisor targeted counterproductive work behavior. Now this could be in men and women, y'all. This is not just about women. This is men doing this shit too, because it said Machiavellian. So men can become like this too. That's where you get all the stalkers. And it says counterproductive work behavior results indicate that leader narcissism relates positively to followers' negative emotions, i.e. malicious envy, which in turn mediates the positive relation between leader narcissism and supervisor target, CWB. Proposed negative relations between leader narcissism and positive emotions, i.e. benign envy, were only partly supported. Our findings advance the understanding of envy and the detrimental impact of leader narcissism on organizational functioning. Braun and others. Braun, B-R-A-U-N, and others in 2018. Narcissistic leaders were found to elicit feelings of malicious envy in their followers. which in turn led to leaders' experience of supervisor target counterproductive work behavior. Narcissism did not relate to benign envy. I guess this is their research. To benign envy, leader narcissism impacts envy in leader-follower relations as well. Consequences of following negative actions against their leaders. Leader narcissism related positively to malicious envy, and malicious envy result in supervisor targeted counterproductive work behavior, resulting in higher levels of malicious envy characterized by hostility and desire to destroy the other's advantage. So this is in leadership where you have following. Like, this is bad on content creators. This book, if you're a content creator, you need this motherfucking book. This has been all those people that have been getting unalived because somebody wanted their spot, or somebody was mad jealous of them, and they set them up pretending to be their friend and leading them off far on trips out of the United States where they don't know nobody, only to off them, only to kill them, only to harm them. And those women should have really had this book, because they'll skin and grin in your face all goddamn day long. But y'all ought to know that ain't nobody on the internet your friend. So let me go ahead and fucking say that right off the get-go, so I don't go no further in this fucking book without you acknowledging that. So I'm gonna need y'all, if you're a content creator and you hear my voice, you must know that anybody on the fucking internet is not your friend. Period. 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 It's okay, you can have associations, affiliates, but that's not a friend. Somebody you meet online is not a friend. They don't even fit the classification of a friend. That's just somebody you may be talking to, you may be networking with, you may be collabing with, you may be doing some type of project to boost both of y'all business. You know, like I see some, like I think I used to see about a year ago, tarot readers that would split the screen, and they both would be reading the cards in the chat or whatever, reading it on a double split. They may not be friends. They may be doing a collab, but they're not friends. So y'all got to understand, a friend is going to be there. A friend ain't somebody you ain't never met. A friend ain't somebody that you just meet online and you just call them buddy buddy. That's not that. That's not that. And that's what's gotten these women in trouble, because they thinking, you know, whatever they wanted, I don't know, validation. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to be friends with somebody that they can just go and help and da-da-da, but they took it the wrong way and unalived these women and got them in big trouble. So again, that's not your friend. The Selena story falls up into this category. How her manager had secret envy for her. The Mean Girl movie falls into that category. So if you have not seen those movies, and then you need to get this book if you're a content creator, because this goes with anybody. This goes with the men too. This not just about women. Women just known for that jealous, because they always want some. They covet women. That's why men don't deal with these women today, because they know they jealous. They know their heart ain't right. So they may come across like their heart is right, but their heart ain't right. So that men can pick up on some stuff like that too, because they can watch y'all behavior and pick up on some stuff like that. Envy is not just limited to the workplace. It is also prevalent in the social media phenomenon. That's what I just got to finish explaining. In an article that explains females' envy towards social media influencers, researchers found that individuals with high awareness of the self and others evaluation, high public self-consciousness, and poor self-image, low self-esteem are more frequently engaged in social comparison with influencers. So you get people that may not have a high self-esteem or high confidence level, and they may compare themselves to me, and it might make them jealous and envious to where they want to harm me, because they can't get to that energy. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to do the fucking work, which is why y'all ain't nobody on the fucking internet your friend. It doesn't matter how nice they come across the screen. They're not your fucking friend. That's not a friend. That's a following, a person that like your personality maybe, and they just like to follow your content to study you. So that's how they do. They study the opponent to try to figure out. But that's why y'all got to protect yourself. That's why you got to protect yourself. That's why you got to not be so friendly and not take nobody's word for what the fuck they say. Because it's the opposite. Trust me, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. So again, so if y'all haven't got this book and y'all on social media, whether you a man or not, you need this book. All right. And again, it says the comparison behavior in turn predicts envy. The findings confirm frequent comparers tendency to evaluate themselves due to their lack of confidence about the self-esteem and their consciousness about others' perception, public self-consciousness. And it's because y'all got options. So the big thing is y'all got options, like dating coaches, or they got options. They got different outlets. They got different, they get to meet different people. Y'all really, this is like a thirsty culture. I'm just gonna fucking call it what it is. It's a thirsty culture. You got motherfuckers out here so fucking thirsty, fucking downright thirsty. That's what it is. The thirst got their ass. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They are thirsty for attention. They are thirsty to have people around them gawking and I don't know what the fuck they want. With low self-esteem, there's no telling what they lacking. There's no telling what they're lacking with self-esteem issues. No love, getting turned down, don't have, many friends and nothing like that. Man, shit, I ain't got no friends, but I ain't thirsty. Goddamn. Good God Almighty. But you know what? That's a narcissist mindset, not an empath mindset. So that's the difference. That's the difference. We attract these crazy lunatics. That's a big one too. That's why y'all got to protect yourself, because our energy can attract these narcissists, Machiavelli, triad motherfuckers. So you gotta be careful still and know that nobody out there is your friend. Nobody is out there. Women are too jealous. Women are sick in the fucking head. They think they're conscious and they're not fucking conscious, because you can't be conscious and you're not working on healing. You can't be conscious and going around here ignoring that you got a fucking crazy ass problem. That ain't consciousness. That's not it. That's not it. And that's why men don't want to deal with women no fucking more, because they know y'all bitch ass is crazy. They know y'all ass just covering up, facade and shit. And soon y'all open your mouth wrong, they out of there. And I don't blame them. I don't fucking blame them. Because it's fake. We're in a fake mascara era where everybody can just cover up their goddamn issues with makeup and weave and all this other bullshit and dressing up looking like a Barbie. But underneath they fucking sick. Okay? That's not working on yourself. That's running from yourself. That's running, straight goddamn running. Okay, a marathon away from yourself. So that don't mean they worked on themselves. So y'all be careful, but y'all order this book, especially if y'all a content creator, man or woman. Y'all need to order this book, because this could happen to men too, and it probably has happened to men. It probably has. So again, just be on the lookout if you're a content creator. Get that book, Green Eyes. Okay, Mariah Perry. So again, let's see. Where what the fuck? Where was I? Due to their okay. This book got my head hurting already. This is too small. I wish you would have made these motherfucking words a little bit bigger. And their consciousness about their perception, public self-consciousness, they constantly evaluate themselves, and in this case, up comparison with influencers. So their upward comparison with influencers led to negative psychological outcomes such as envy. These results suggest that exposure to influencers posting is related to the frequency of comparison behavior. That's why they go to your page and they stalk you all goddamn day. They don't miss a beat. They go and they skimming the goddamn contents. They looking at the content. They looking at every fucking comment. Then they going in y'all box and they trying to get y'all, and they trying to figure out if you got some kind of link. Have you dated this person? Do you know this person personally? Because they're trying to hook up with anybody that you know. They are literally trying to hook up with anybody that you fucking might have known. Literally. They are trying to get next to them. They're trying to find out what about this and what about this and how you know this and the men probably won't realize it much later unless they're just really honest men with you and they tell you, like I've had some on my social media pages go try to friend some of my friends on my pages, on my social media pages, and they like, I got a inbox from one of your followers. I'm like, what? Oh, don't. Yeah, they stalking. They stalking. They was like, I thought so. Yeah, they stalk very bad. If you don't think they'll go behind you and look at who all's commenting and try to go behind you and try to send them a friend request, they are some thirst fucking vampires. Some thirst lonely goddamn bats in a cave with nothing to eat. And they about to be starved the fuck out. And they ass is trying to get anything and any kind of thing. It's worse than a rat at the damn dumpster. It's worse than a rat. Scoundrels, whatever the word is. What you call it? Scurrying and just rummaging. Just worse. It's just awful. It's awful. You gotta think about what my nose itching. Y'all gotta think about what people must lack. What people must lack to feel that way. That is an empty vessel. You got to think about what the fuck are they not liking about themselves that they would go to that extent. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's real, y'all. It is real, It is real. So what is lacking in them, right? What is lacking in them? Let me get this person out of here. Again, so you got to think about what is lacking. What is lacking in that individual for them to go through that extent? What's missing? That they were up compared with influencers led to negative psychological outcomes such as envy. As a result, suggests the exposure of influencers posting and related to the frequency of social comparison behavior. I think they just get caught up in their mind that they just lose it after that point. Going every day, looking at somebody's page, looking at every comment, that's enough to drive you. Like, that fixation is deep. That's enough to drive a motherfucker crazy. Like, it's beyond rose-colored glasses. That's psychosis. That is some psychosis shit, which predicts envy over time. So it grows over time. The more they engage in that, the more they're going to be envious of you. Individuals' personalities also play a role. So their personality also plays a role. Those who care about others' perception of them and those who are not confident in themselves and damn. There goes spirit again. Burp, excuse me. Engage in social comparison with influencers, which lead to envy. All right, another study, and I don't even want to read no more. But additional envy is not limited to emotional distress, unsolicited competition, and social hindrance, but can pose an immediate threat if undetected and untreated. The article that assessed envy and extreme violence depicted the negative consequence of envy. Researchers define envy as an emotion capable of producing distorted perception and cognition. Intense envy is associated with adverse states such as shame, depression, inferiority, isolation, anxiety, paranoia, and even violent criminal behavior. The false logic of envy assess that one has the unfavorable disadvantage while obscuring the relative nature of the advantage so that the other appears enhanced while one feels diminished. Boy, that's some bad comparison. That is some bad comparison. Like, wow. That's some mania bullshit. That's some psychos mania shit. Where am I? This position generates resentment towards the other. There may come a point as which the envious person's goal is to harm the other's ability to enjoy the perceived advantages. God damn, I can't even talk tonight. This wish is destroyed. The wish to destroy goodness, as formulated by Melanie Klein, psychodynamics, are discussed by which destructive envy produces or enhances a precursory mindset and desire for revenge so powerful that lethal violence is chosen as an option. The concept of obliterative envy and pseudo-spiritual what the fuck? Why they have to go and put that up in there? The concept of obliterative envy and pseudo-spiritual transformation are introduced, and forensic case examples are used to demonstrate how envy produces circulatory cognition and faculties that desire to obliterate what is perceived as an unjust, intolerable reality. You know what, y'all? You just ain't got no fucking friends. Look. That's why the wealthy don't fucking fool with the poor folks. That's why you cannot be climbing up the ladder and making friends with people underneath where you're trying to go, because they are only going to be envious. And when they look at that height of what this was just saying right up in here, when they look at that height of where you are as an influencer or where they are, that becomes dangerous because they can never measure up. So people that feel like they're very competitive in comparison, people comparing themselves to another, if a person, they might admire you at first, but then it becomes psychosis. It becomes psychotic. And they can never measure up, but then they get so fixated on you, looking at you every day, they're going to find nothing but greatness. Oh, how you do this and how you do this and oh, you do this and you do that. And so now, if they already was suffering from low self-esteem and then you wail up here, but you're not really wail up there. It's just your accomplishments. It's where y'all have gotten yourself to on y'all journey, and it makes it look like it's a gulf, and it almost makes it look probably unachievable to that person. And so now that person has become envious, hostile, because now it's turned into fuel as hate. Like, I just got to get next. If I get them out the way, then I can rise to the top. It becomes that type of mindset, because now they're bent on getting you out the way so they can step in your place, they feel. So that's very dangerous. You just don't got no friends on social media. And it's just so y'all can be cautious. Safe is better than safe than sorry. If it ain't your people you already came on the podium with, that you already had before then, just know that you're not going to make. That's not going to, You're not going to get it from social media. Just know that. Just know that. You're not going to get it from social media. You're not finna meet no motherfucking best friend and be kumbaya motherfuckers on goddamn social media. You know, meet people out that way. You know, control myself within his esteem. Yeah. Yep. So this is crazy. This is like, damn, my eyes hurt. This, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to read this one. I got to wait till it's light outside. This is too dark. This is way too dark over here in this corner. Okay. The breakdown, the chess, I'm skipping over this. Okay, all that was another page of self-study. Y'all can see how fucking my eyeballs hurt. Trying to strain. Look at that. Like, could she have did that shit a little bit bigger, goddamn it? We are sitting up here looking at screens all day, goddamn. We don't need no small ass type writing books. We need almost goddamn large print. Okay. God damn. This is like 6 or 8. This ain't even 12 or 10. Goddamn. Shit. The fuck? I don't even want to read the book now. I'm finna go find it on audio. Shit. God damn. Oh, I can't stand that. Oh, I cannot stand that. That damn. A grandma can't even read this damn book. Shit. The fuck? Make the book what it is. Shit. Nobody care. Fuck. I don't even want to read this bitch now. Like, my eyes hurt. Straining. The breakdown. The chessboard. Number 3. It's chapter 1. The chessboard. The breakdown, the spiritual, emotional, and mental assessment of jealousy and envy. All right. Oh. I took my flashlight off. Hold up. Shit. I don't think that's light enough either. Don't want to read this. My eyeballs hurt. Is we 30 minutes yet? Oh, shit, yeah, we 40 minutes. We can go now. Shit. Let's see if I can read. I might need to stand up. Maybe that'll help me see a little bit better. Oh, yeah, that might help me. That might help a little bit. This light ain't worth a damn. Hold on, let me get my other phone. This one look like it's dull for some reason. It looked like it was. I don't know. All right, let's go to chessboard. Chapter 1. The chessboard. Okay. The chessboard. All right. Okay, when a battle has been initiated, that is not the time to lose your sense of self-esteem and confidence. Oh, in a battle, I'm sorry. That's an A. When a battle has been initiated, that is not the time to lose your confidence, your self-esteem and confidence. Before one stands their ground against jealous and envious individual, one needs to know the game that is being played against them. Whether the jealous or envious person is aware that they are playing a game or not. Put yourself in a position where you are aware of the schemes and the tactics either play. The game in question will be referenced to the game of chess. And before playing, you must know the components, the plot, objective, the territory, the challenges, the players, aka the opponents, application, and reflection/awareness. When dealing with envious persons, you must be aware of 2 things: the envious person's position and your position as the target of envy. Whether we embrace this reality or not, when faced with an envious individual in our lives, we must accept the fact we have officially been placed on a figurative chessboard, meaning that an envious individual differentiates themselves from a jealous individual due to their relentless pursuit of taking what the target of envy possesses, or in extreme cases, taking out their opponent altogether. So meaning, like, what happened to them women that went overseas and didn't come back, or they came back in a body bag. So doing all that just to take you out altogether. So y'all gotta really get this book if you're a content creator. This is a must-have book. This is a must-have book if you're a content creator. Because you got a lot of people, they look up to us, not in a way we would want them probably to look up to us. That's why I'm like, I don't have followers, I have leaders. But still, yet, you know what I'm saying? Some people see you as role models or whatever. And that's okay. But when it comes to this extent right here, that's not okay. Because they're trying to unalive you. They're trying to set you up and unalive you. And that's you need to know how they're thinking in their mind. That's why I got a few psychology books. All right. So you can see how the opponent works, because you're playing chess, not checkers. Right. So you need to know how other people's mind work when it comes to jealousy and envy. You need to know how to read people's energy. You need to know how to read the room. You got to know how to listen to when they're talking about something and they say it in some kind of candid joke way. No, they fucking serious. They're fucking serious, y'all. Do not, do not take them like they're playing. They're serious. They just say it in a joking manner. They really mean it. They really feel that way. Remember, listen, watch, and observe. People are always going to tell you their intent. They're going to tell you their intent without even telling you their intent. They cannot help it, because everybody knows the truth. It's just some of us don't listen enough to get the truth. We don't pay attentive enough to get the truth, or we're not in alignment with our emotions, our heart chakra, or our logic. And we just overlook it for whatever reason, right? So you got to always pay attention, and then you'll know people's intention. And from there, you can just dismiss yourself. Dismiss yourself. The minute you hear of their intent, you don't have to say nothing. Just dismiss yourself. But then after you get the first one, you're not going to let nobody else get near you with that kind of energy. You're going to be able to tell a real, true, sincere person versus somebody that is not sincere. And is most likely, greetings. Thank you for the birthday wish. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wish. Yeah, so you're going to be able to tell, once you get that first experience from a person that's jealous and envious of you, trying to copycat you, gobble danger you, trying to be you, trying to walk in your shoes, trying to do everything that you do, trying to dress like you, trying to wear their hair like you, trying to sound like you, trying to talk like you. Once you get that psycho on your hand, you gonna know. You're gonna know then. You're gonna know all of them, because the MO is gonna quite be the same. It's gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So envious persons are strategic and methodical in their ambitions. So it's imperative one makes moves on the chessboard rather than a checkerboard. All right. So chess, not checkers. Now, as stated before, to know how to combat envious attacks, you must be aware of the different types of envious persons and different positions they as well as you may be in. With that being said, we are going to get into different types of envious personality types later. For now, we are going to dissect and differentiate, or we are going to dissect the different positions we play when dealing with an envious person with respect to the chess pieces on the chessboard. The first piece is the pawn. And you got more pawns than you got anything else, right? Pawn. Yep, the pawn. The first piece is the pawn. Oh, Lord. Although the first piece is great in quantity, that's what I just said, it is not great in quality. So they use the pawns to sacrifice. So the pawns are the sacrifice. The pawns are the lowest ranking on the board. The piece can be easily captured, yet can make many moves due to the quantity. Next up, we have the bishop. All right, the bishop is the subsequent minor piece, right? Yet it has a higher ranking than the pawn. It says bishops, however, have a pattern on the board, the X shape. Okay? The X shape. They go like that. They don't go straight up. They go in a diagonal, like an X. So if y'all have not played chess, damn, I ain't played in so long. If y'all have not played chess, you need to get a little chessboard and learn how to play it. You need to learn how to play it. Literally, you need to learn how to play it. It's strategy. It's strategic. And it's calculated. It's not hurried. It's not a rush game. All right, so you got to learn how to play chess. So it says, so when one is occupying this position, they must be aware of the fact they move in accordance with their capabilities, which can put a target on their back if they do not tighten loose ends. So if they're on a chessboard and they only can go in an X form, that means once somebody get behind the bishop can be gotten, depending on what it is. The pawn can only move one spot. But if it's something that can go straight up like the queen, that can go straight across the board, all over the board, she can go all kind of directions, then that bishop gonna be in trouble. Because that queen gonna get him. That queen gonna get him off the board. So you gotta learn how to, like, some do an L, the king do a box, the queen does all of it, the pawns go up, one at a time, but the bishop go in an X. They gotta go that way. All right. So wow, y'all. Y'all there? It says, but a pyramid is a square. Yes, a pyramid is a square. Yes, a pyramid is a square and a rectangle and a circle. The pyramid is actually all three. If you know a pyramid is actually all three. Because you have the pyramid, you can, like I start off with a Z. If you make a Z, you'll make the perfect pyramid. And then all you got to do, let's see if look, see, a 4-point pyramid. It's a square underneath, rectangle, and there's the circle right there. So that's a 4-point star. That's a 4-point pyramid. So, well, it looks kind of tacky right there, but you know what I'm saying. So let me do it this way where I can see it. Looks like a little envelope, right? Then just cross it that way. And then there's the circle, the top. So that look a little bit better. So it's actually a square, a rectangle, and that top point, meaning the dot, the circle. And it still could be, if you did this, and it's a cross, and it's a cross, it's a circle, and it's a pyramid, it's a square. So again, that one looks kind of cuckoo. So yeah, it is a square, indeed. All right, so put it back over there. You know, All right, so now you got the next minor piece is the knight. And the knight holds the same rank value as the bishop, yet more agility. So you got the knight. Where's my red pen at? Me. The knight. Oh Lord. Oh, my pen is busted. And the bishop. Where's the pawn? There's the pawn. All right. The knight holds. What did I read that? Agility. The knights are the only piece on the chessboard that can jump over other pieces on the board. So if the knight, it has to have a spot though. It can jump, but it has to have a spot to jump to. I can't remember, but I don't think it can jump to. I think it has to do that, if I'm not mistaken. One of them has to do that, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't played it in so long. I got 2 chessboards, but I haven't played it in so long. And if you don't play, you lose it. But I still know the strategy in my head. I just don't remember I'm trying to picture the board, but I can't. The knight hold, let me see, the knight can jump over other pieces on the board. This may seem like a benefit, which in some cases it can be. However, jumping over other pieces on the board puts the instant target on one's back due to the moves. Because look, so if that knight did that, listen, if that knight did that and this other one, and this is the let me get down some. If that knight did that, okay. I'm gonna try to make up some shit right here. Just think of that being the king and the queen right there. Hold on. King and the queen right there. And that knight messed around and y'all being the player, right? So y'all messed around and y'all go, ooh, I can take their man. Boop, boop. And y'all do like that and you take that man. Well, guess what? That queen just took your ass off the board. So you gotta play for the other side too. Chess, you gotta play both sides. You one person, but you're looking at both sides. You're anticipating the other person's move. You're calculating the other person's move. If I move here, that person, you got to look at the ones that can only go 1 or the ones that can go straight into X and the ones that can jump where the queen got the full range of the board. So if that bishop messed around here and jumped in front of that queen, that bishop and that knight just got their ass took. Because that queen going to come across that board and go like this. So that's why it's such a strategic game, and a lot of people don't play it because it makes you think. But it's a good game to play because your mind will be sharp. It'll help sharpen your mindset. So it's a good thing, strategy game to play. I would check being, chess, yeah, chess. Because you'll have to think logic. You won't be in your feminine energy. You'll be thinking more logic because you'll tap into that logical, rational brain, the critical thinking. Because you're trying to read, well, if I move here, damn, they gonna move that way. Well, damn, if I move this one, now how many times it gonna take to get you're doing both. It's fun, but you're doing both sides. You're looking at both sides. Even though you're playing one side, you're like, damn, if I move here, he gonna take this. If I move here, he gonna take that. This is a good read, but goddamn, I can barely, read the pages. Barely. So again, I'm gonna move that one because he interrupting. All right, I done got him off of there. I don't even know what he talking about. Do y'all? I don't know. I just took him off so y'all can concentrate. So again, no, I can't. I'm not doing cards tonight. We're book clubbing. We're reading Green Eyes about narcissistic, jealous, envious people. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. So again, where was I at? So puts the target on whichever way. You got to look at the other side, because if you don't look at the other side, that person is going to get you. Also, because of all the damn jealous ass women out there and jealous ass men out there. That's why I chose it, because I wanted to. Because I saw it, I heard about it, and I liked it. So I wanted to read it. And again, where is it? Wait. And the pieces on the chessboard, this might seem like a benefit, which in some cases it can be. However, jumping over other, I think I already read this. Hold on. Jumping over others may put the target on one's back due to the moves being so boisterous and blatant. Now, if one is in the season or environment where they are occupying the knight position, they must be perceptive. Circumstance may warrant that you jump over another piece to protect yourself, but you must not be foolish after the damage is done. Jumping over another piece is often indicative of burning a bridge. It is not wise to assume you make such a move and you will have an ally in your opponent. An unspoken resentment and bitterness will be present. Therefore, you must know that your opponent will always be waiting for an opportunity to vindicate themselves. So if you beat them at something, they're going to just always be looking at where they can one-up you. We call it in tarot deck, trying to get one up on you, trying to sabotage you, trying to get one up on you, trying to beat you at this or show you out at this. They just do stupid games. It's a bunch of it's a bunch of supposed to be grown women, but they're not grown. They're girls. This is like high school play shit. This is people that ain't got control of their life, nor their feelings, nor their emotions, and they got too much baggage, and they've been hurt, and they just want to find somebody to take it out on. Basically is what it is. And instead of them going get some fucking help, they just gonna keep being that way. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. They gonna just keep being that. Ooh, that little thing about to dry out. All right, they gonna just keep being that way. Then rather go get some help, or rather to be called a narcissist. So, but yeah, get that book, y'all. That's a very good book. It's got another chapter. Let me see. Okay, it says, I'm gonna skip around. It says dealing with this kind of opposition can be draining. It says it can be frustrating dealing with envious individuals because they can be relentless in their attack. However, it is important to understand that with success comes many accusers and opposers. when you reach a pinnacle of success, hate comes with the territory. So that's why a lot of people, they say it's lonely at the top, because a lot of people, they circle become like one friend. If that, if that, maybe two, but one friend. Because they already know people are jealous of their success. All the rapper stars can tell you, Ice was not Ice Cube, 50 Cent. 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Me too. I love being alone. All right. Ain't no better company than your own, goddammit. Shit. Ain't no better company than your own. And a lot of the rappers will tell you that. A lot of rappers will tell you that. They're like, nah, they was acting funny, they was acting flaky. So men do it with men, and women do it with women, and vice versa. It could be your family member. It could be somebody you just met. It could be anybody. So there's no way of telling. That's why in social media, you don't have no friends. In celebrities, they don't have no friends, because they got to be careful, because they got stalkers. So people can become obsessed with them. So yeah, I like that one. Let me get this other piece. Ooh, I'm cold, y'all. Okay. Where did I just read that at? Very good book, y'all. Very in the arena of content creation coming up in the, as a new industry. This is very important book. If you're going to get your own channel where you're going to have people look at you every day, follow you every day. Oh, and they do gaslighting. They fucking gaslight the shit out your ass. So don't buy any of that shit. Don't fall to the okie dokie pokey. Don't fall. It's just a compliment. Don't let your guard down. It's just a compliment. Thank you and move on. Thank you and move on. Because you cannot be friends with everybody on the internet. That's impossible. That's impossible to be friends with everybody in your following. That's impossible. There's no way you're going to have a decent friend in everybody. Y'all just got to know that. As harsh as it may sound, y'all just got to know you're not going to have decent friends out of all of them. Yeah, they only decency until they get ready to take your spot or attempt to take your spot. All right. Or like this thing says, the attacks become relentless. The attacks are repeat, like how they've been doing me with the moon cycles. Those are all their attacks. That's their attacks, doing spells, doing love spells, doing endings, doing graveyard spells. That's what they do. They sit around and wait on the moon cycle to do a fucking spell. That's all they got to do. And then sit up all night looking at my shit. Just studying my shit, trying to see what they can steal, trying to see what they can borrow, trying to see if they can look like me, trying to see if they can sound like me, trying to see if they can act like me, trying to see if they can copy my energetic signature and shit. No, and no. I'm uncoppable. I'm unmotherfucking coppable, goddammit. Shit. Like, damn. But it's real, y'all. I'm making light of it, but it's real. I really want y'all to get this book and read it. Like, my eyes hurt, but I'm just saying, I want y'all to get this book. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to get this book. So I said that one, right? I said that when you reach a pinnacle of success. Yeah, I thought this pen was trying to leak. Ugh, I hate when pens do that. All right, so yeah, if one does something out of jealousy, envy, or competitiveness, they will get the same results. This is why people can have it all and still be envious of other people's success and happiness. So it has nothing to do, like these people can be in a mansion and you can be in a hut and they still will be jealous of you because it has nothing to do with the material. It has nothing to do with what you got, materialistically speaking. They just need help. Real help. Shit. You mean you got a mansion and your ass jealous of me? What the fuck? What the fuck? It sounds cuckoo. It sounds really crazy, y'all, but that's the way it usually starts. They can have more. They can dress better, have a fancy car, have all that, have a husband and chaps and a family, and you just little old you, and you single, and you just little old you doing little old you, and boy, look at here, you got a goddamn a hyena pen, coming at your ass, a bunch of goddamn hyenas, you know what I'm saying, trying to tear your ass up, like the Last Supper, like the last goddamn supper. So you got to be ready for the hyenas. Y'all got to be ready. Y'all got to be ready for the hyenas. You got to be ready for the hyenas now. Because they coming. They coming. Y'all, they coming. This book will help so many of y'all out though. You just, Timothy, you okay? Do I need to delete you and put you in timeout? What you talking about? Do I need to put you in timeout? Do not base a person's inner well-being on outward appearance. Yes, they do have the true. They have what? It said, have you read The Reality Transurfing? What is that? Is that a book? Is that a book? Is that a book? Transurfing? Is that a book? Mm-hmm. Good. I seen some of his stuff, Neville, but I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen that one. It's Green Eyes. The name of the book is Green Eyes. This is the name of the book, Green Eyes. Mariah Perry. So, but y'all got to remember, the problem with these people, these individuals, is deeper than anything y'all can fix and help them with. That comes from them being hurt by different people, not being loved, being left out. You're welcome, Debbie. Going. It's not the result of anything we done, is what I'm saying. So you got to realize this shit is deep with these motherfuckers. It ain't got shit to do with what we done to them, because we ain't done shit to them. But they are associating whatever's done to them to us. And it's not us that did it. It's somebody else or something else that did it. But they not registering it like that. They're not registering it like that. Because if you just met the person, what the fuck? I just met you, bitch. What the fuck? Like, shit. But this be that trigger card. Y'all irritate their demons. Y'all irritate their demons, and they demons just, they want to eat y'all at the same time they want to be friends with you. That's the demon card. That's the shadow card. That y'all trigger their shadow. Y'all trigger their dark side. They want to be you so bad, but at the same time they want to harm you. So that's the shadow side. They're operating on very, very low frequency. Very, very very low frequency. And some people act out on that bullshit. That's a parasite energy. That's right. Let me see anything. Oh, here goes some stages of envy. Okay, let me skip around. I'm gonna skip around because this is good right here. Okay, this is some stages of envy. Damn, y'all. And then that'll be the end of chapter 1, and y'all can get the book and read read that. But I want to read this right here because it got the stages of. Oh, hold up, shit, y'all. Might have to go back. Hold up. Y'all, hold up. I saw something that looked good. Hold up. You're already living in there. Okay, yeah, I might. Oh, damn, Spirit, I'm trying to go to bed. Oh, Lord. Let me go up some. Be mindful. Please be. Where's my phone? Where's my light? Oh, God, I can't see. Shit. This book, boy, she didn't do this book no justice. She did not do this book no justice. She should have put this book with some big print. She could have did better than this. I know she wanted to keep it small and everything, but yeah, this book needs to be a bigger print. Definitely needs to be a bigger print. Like, it's dark as hell over here in this corner, and I'm just struggling to see some words. You know, this helps. The highlighter helps though, but still. Please be mindful that the envious spirit is a dangerous company to keep. Y'all hear that? I done went from here to right here. I done skipped because I'm trying to get to those different phases of envy. Therefore, one must keep in mind that an individual who has exhibited signs of envy at any point is incapable of being a true friend to the subject of envy. That's why I told y'all, if they already got envy, if you listen to their words, that cannot be your friend. That is not a friend. You cannot befriend that person. You cannot trust that person. You cannot put your guard down around that person. And at anything, don't even fool with them. At any event, don't even fool with them. Once you done spotted it, that's what it's trying. That's why I would encourage y'all to get this. I really would encourage y'all to get this book. I would encourage y'all to get this book, because if they showed y'all one ill sign, that is one sign too many. That is one sign too many. If they showed y'all one ill sign that they were envious and jealousy, and wait till I get over here and read this right here, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that's damn near everybody. Y'all gonna be like, damn, that's damn near everybody I know. On the lower level, it is. The old you, it is. Oh, did I get that right there? I didn't know I had paint right there too. It is on the lower level, y'all, but y'all got things coming from a content creator or somebody starting their own business and y'all moving up in rank. But these people may have mansions and stuff like that, but they go to work. But y'all got all that freedom though. Y'all got more options. What they got is 4 fucking walls, white walls that they work in, 8 to fucking 5. So who got the damn options? Y'all do. Because y'all can go anywhere around the world. Y'all can go anywhere around the world in the vicinity to do whatever. And all they got to do is go clock in at them 4 walls. So if they show y'all any type of sign of envy, you might as well take that as the truth, as the fucking gospel, as y'all ass like to say. You might as well take that shit as the gospel, because they showing you what they are about. They are definitely showing y'all what they are about. It says, so you cannot have a person like that as a friend. Celebrities know that. Actors know that. So many of them know that. They've tried it. It don't work. So we just need to follow suit when it comes to something like that. At least from the actor's standpoint of view. Because they know. They've been around money. They've been around people that was envious of their money. Whether it was family, whether it was friends, whether it was colleagues. No matter what it was. They've been around people that was envious of what they had. So, and again, we're all new to this, right? We're all new to this type of, I don't want to call it instant fame, but it's easy to go viral. You know, people pay for viral, you know, they'll pay for videos and shit like that. My shit is authentic. So I don't pay for people to like my videos and all that bullshit. My shit is authentic. This is my authentic reach, right? Some people buy that shit. They go, oh, go like all my, I'm gonna pay you, I'm gonna pay you. Yeah. See, it's a content creator thing, but platform, but it's not authentic impression. So people that make an authentic impression ain't buying shit. They're not buying, they're doing it on their own from the mud. They getting it out the mud, okay? That's what you call getting it out the fucking mud. All right, they not paying their friends and family member to go and fucking like everything that they gotta fucking do. You know, when the target refuses to take this bait, the envious person is left confused and furious, not only because they were unable to make their target jealous of them, but because their mythology proved to be ineffective. What is meant by don't bite the bait? When one refuses to bite the bait of envying others, they attain awareness that just because someone views you as an enemy or as a competition doesn't mean you have to reciprocate the energy. So that means don't play into it. So that because they think that way, don't play into it. Don't, just ignore them. In other words, just ignore them. It's just really telling you to ignore them. Don't reciprocate the energy. Don't reciprocate the energy back to them. Just go on about your business and don't reciprocate the energy back to them. Because they want y'all to be jealous of them, but meanwhile, they're the ones jealous of y'all. So, but that's still not, even if you say, oh, I'm so jealous of you. Oh my God, I love it. They still don't like you. They still don't like you. And they still want to be you. So they still can't be your friend. Okay? They still can't be your friend. They still can't be your friend. They still don't like you. All right? You're already living in their mind. And sometimes people antagonize you so they can live in your mind as well. So this is a plot. This is a scheme of them to pick with you, to try to get in your head. But y'all got to be doing something else. So this is how you combat this. This is how you combat this right here. Stay busy. Stay busy doing you. Stay busy working on you. Block people if you gotta block people, and get them out the fucking way. And they're gonna get real mad when you block them. So because you don't have time for that. They're trying to swap. They're trying to swap energies. They're trying to make y'all think about them as much as they are thinking about y'all. So you gotta block who you gotta block, and you gotta go do the work that you gotta go do the work too. Because they're not your friends. They ain't coming around there to be your damn friend. They're coming down there around there for convenience, for something that they want out of y'all, for something that they see y'all got that they don't. And it said options. It pointed out options. So you gotta choose wisely, right? You gotta choose wisely. Oh, this book is so good, child. I forgot it. I think I saw it on Facebook. So not Facebook, YouTube. I think I saw it on YouTube, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get that. Somebody had made like I think it was a little short. I think it was a little short of it. And I was like, oh hell no, I got to get that motherfucker right there. Yeah, I got to get that, I got to get that bitch. So again, which I knew that because they are very intimidated. They're very, especially if you're a pretty woman. If you're a pretty man, well, not pretty man, but a handsome man, or you a good looking woman and you got a lot going for you, boy, don't even do it. Them motherfucking Jezebels, they'll come out of the woodworks on your ass. They will come out the fucking woodworks. So don't even do it. If you got to protect yourself as a pretty woman. You can't be nice and kind to you can be kind, but you don't need to be buddy. But they will take, no. You can't be nice. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving. Child, things are going to get easier. Child, things are going to get brighter. It said, yes, that's what God directed me to do, to focus on you. Yep. And that's how you don't let them get inside your head, but you live rent free in their head. But they going to still trying to, do all that. But the thing is, when you're doing you, you're elevating away from them. You're elevating off, away. They can't reach you no more. They can't even send you telepathic messages. You far off, like over there by the equator somewhere, way over yonder. And so now they looking like, I got to find a next target because they can't get next to you. They can't get by you. They can't get next to you. So yeah, content creators got to be specifically, we got to be careful because we are everywhere. Our faces everywhere. Our faces are brand usually. So people gonna recognize us, right? That's a good book. I'm loving that. That book, yeah. That's why I was like, I got to. Because you know what? You don't even have to be a content creator for this shit to go on. This can go on at y'all regular jobs. This I might just say, it mentioned content, social media, because it's a big platform. And that's where a lot of these people have gotten hurt from. But this could be y'all people at work too. This could definitely be people at work with y'all, people at your school, people at work. If you've been bullied and left out, and then, you know, people didn't want to do nothing. Like you see the Mean Girls movie, you'll get it too. Because the Mean Girl was like that too. So along with the Dark Triad book, the Mean Girl movie is a good example of it. So, okay. Oh, they mad. See, they don't want y'all to be informed. They don't want y'all to be informed how they move, but more y'all need to be informed. So even if it's in the workplace, even if it's in the community, even if it's at church, because they'll do this shit at church, they'll do this shit in the spiritual community, they'll do this shit any fucking where. Wherever that motherfucker lurking at, that motherfucker can do this anywhere, y'all. It don't have to be just social media. It's at church, it's at den, it's at school, it's at universities, it's in the spiritual community, and people just losing it. Overstimulated. They can't even reason. They so overstimulated. No logical, nothing, just gone, just out the window. Look, my nose, just out the goddamn window. So again, let me see. I'm gonna skip a little bit. Okay, here goes something just caught my eye. There are two forms of company you cannot afford to keep. Damn, you said it too. Parasite and a snake. Damn, you said that's a parasite. You were so correct. You were so motherfucking correct. It said there are two goddamn, look here. There is two motherfuckers you cannot keep around you. That is a motherfucking parasite and a motherfucking snake. What? A energy sucker, a energy vampire. Yep, a succubus, an incubus. Yep, you said it. You said parasite. I saw that one. I saw that comment. I saw that one. It is shown in this damn book too. I'm gonna put that. Oh Lord. Oh damn. A parasite is a liability. Wow. Because they seek out all that you can do for them with no intent of reciprocating. However, a snake, extremely detrimental. A snake is more difficult to detect as a bad company because they do not mind reciprocating. See, that's how the snakes get you. They know how to reciprocate. They don't mind reciprocating. They may even have it. Matter of fact, they may even offer. They will offer to do stuff just to get close to you. They will say, oh, I can get that. I can help you with this. I'll do this. Volunteer. They love to volunteer. That's how they can go undetected. Volunteer. So that's why that's more, the snake is more dangerous than the parasite, right? So it says they feed off of your pain, your past, your pain, and your vulnerabilities. So yeah, they feed off of your emotions. A snake will use all the things against you to tear you up from the inside out. So they'll use your past. They'll use your close ones. They'll use, thank you, sweetie. What can we do about? The fuck? I just felt a hangnail. I was like, what the fuck that's doing there? I just did my nails earlier this morning. Child, hold on. Child, I just did my damn nails this morning. Where'd that come from? Okay. Somebody biting their lip. What you say? What can one do to not allow someone to drain their energy while listening to them? Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't let them emotionally dump. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And go your ass to the bathroom. Yep, stop it. You're letting them. Greetings, everybody. Yeah. What if you just what? Yeah. If they're, I don't give a fuck. No. If you know what they're doing, you're going to sit there and allow them to do that? No. 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 I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, I got to run somewhere. I got something to do. Doesn't matter if it's your family or your lover. Doesn't matter if you're your husband. Y'all married to people that's like this. Y'all are dating people that's like this right now, but y'all just haven't seen, y'all just don't know what it looked like yet. But some of y'all been married to people just like this. Narcissist, married to a narcissist is just like this. Parasitic and a snake. They both. Machiavellian. They both. So you probably dated them, married them, and went out with them. Yes. It don't matter if they're family. That has nothing to do with it. Y'all need to stop using that too, because that's what gets y'all in trouble. Because y'all like to throw that damn word around, and they not treating you like family. When they're running over you and stepping over you, that ain't no family shit. That ain't no family shit. No, don't use that. That'll cripple you. That'll cripple you, and you'll take it, and then they'll say you loved it. No. No. Put your boundaries up. Put your boundaries up. Even with your family. Even with your husband, your wife, your spouse. If they acting like a snake or a parasite, yeah, you might be looking at a plan B exit route, sometime soon. You might want to get out of there, but still, have you something. No, you can't let them do that. You got stuff to do. That's emotionally dumping too. That's emotionally dumping. So they're just dumping their troubles on you, and you absorbing them, and you wonder why you nervous and fucked up and got anxiety at the roof. No, because you're listening to all the bullshit that you're not supposed to. That's why you got all these complications, and your energy is telling you to stay the fuck away from them, and you're ignoring it. So if you're not staying away from them, that's your fault. That's your fault. Do a test. Do a test and see how your energy is when you're not around them. And then see how your energy is when you get around them. That's a test. It'll show you exactly who they are. Because your ass will be fucked up. And then when you get by yourself, you'll be at peace once you shake the energy off. And then you'll be peaceful again. But then when you get ready to go by them, chaos follows. So that's energy telling you you don't belong around those people. Y'all are vibrating at way too different of a vibration to be around that. And you're picking up on it. So don't listen if you don't want to. Don't listen if you don't want to. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to show you what to do. I'm trying to show you what to do. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to show your ass what to do. All right? Don't let them emotionally dump like that on you. And the people that complain about everybody else in front of you, or just something to always bitch about and dump their problems on you. Yes, yes. Corey, is that Corey? Does it say Corey? Yes. Yes. Abandon your son. I ain't saying abandon your son. You better learn how to deal with that son. That's your son. Do what the hell you want to with him. Yeah, if he old, yeah, abandon him. If he a baby, that you figure it out. Go get his ass some help. Shit. That's what you gotta go do. Y'all gotta use common sense. You gotta use common sense. Your son, if he little, ain't got no business being a goddamn parasite and a vampire if he little. If he grown, then yeah, get his ass out of there. Because he killing your ass. So yeah, the fuck? Y'all gotta learn. Y'all gotta read. Y'all gotta start learning shit and read. What the fuck y'all talking about? You gonna let somebody suck the life out of your ass? Are you gonna sit there and let somebody suck the life out of you? Doesn't matter who they are. You gonna sit there and let them suck the life out of you though. So if he sucked the life out of you and you dead, you're gonna leave him any goddamn way, ain't you? You gonna leave him anyway. But listen to what I said. He ain't got no business being 7 years old sucking the life out of you. You sure you not sucking the life out of him? But let me answer the question you said. So you said, do you want me to leave my son? And I was like, no. But listen, if he was, just think if he was of age. Just think if he was of age. And you said, do you want me to leave my son? Yes. Because look, if you let him suck the life out of you, you're going to be dead anyway. You're going to leave him. So now what? You had me laughing. Like, no. 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 You shouldn't leave him. You know, if he's 7, you shouldn't leave. He shouldn't be no parasite, though, at 7. He shouldn't be no problem child at 7, I don't guess, or no snake. So, no, we talking about narcissism. We talking about jealousy and envy. Is your little 7-year-old jealous and envy? That don't make sense. He could be, though. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Teach him. You better teach him right before he get to that point. Shit. You better teach him right before he get to that damn point. So, okay, so back on what we were talking about. So the most dangerous thing about their tactics is their ability to make you miserably, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. A parasite is an agent of jealousy, but a snake is an agent of envy. So, ooh, somebody better write that down in the damn chat for those in the back. Damn. Y'all, somebody write that shit down. Oh my mother freaking. A parasite is an agent of jealousy, but a snake is an agent of envy. Oh, child. Child, look at here. How long we been on this bitch? 93 minutes? Man. Well, see, you did that to yourself. You talking about my son is called a viper too? Oh, well, you did that to yourself then. You did that to yourself if that's what you call. Thank you, intuitive. A parasite is an agent of jealousy, but a snake is an agent of envy. Oh, jeez. There's somebody biting their lip. Oh, what is y'all doing? Let me go back up here. I see something. This is prevalent when you identify you have intentions to build with an individual while they have intentions to take from you and sabotage you. Yep, and that's what they do. That's why some of them don't mind reciprocating, because it'll make them think. Well, they'll get you to try to warm up. How can I say that? That's a method they use to try to warm you up or to get you to open up or to trust them. So they don't mind reciprocating. They don't mind reciprocating. It's so they can get close to you to betray you. Okay? Yeah, you good. I'm not worried about it, hand. You're good. I'm just going on with the book. So yeah, so the different types of envy. The first stage is, what did it say? Stages of envy. Aside from providing theoretical content, let's dive into some context. How can you identify an envious person and take necessary precautions? Well, let's identify the general sequence. Envy is often a result of progressive instances. I probably pronounced that wrong. More often than that, envy presents itself in a prevalent sequence. Through mere observation, this book identifies 5 concrete stages that seem to be consistent regarding interactions with envious persons. The stages are also sequential. The first stage is admiration. So they will be like, oh, you're so beautiful. I love you. Da, da, da. The admiration part. The love part, right? The infatuation part. The inspiration, the attraction, the adoration, the admiration. This is the stage where the envious person is seemingly enamored by you and what you have to offer. This can be your talents, your looks, your relationships. That's the options. That's the options in the relationships. They be jealous. That's a card actually that came out. They be jealous of your options. And it says the envious person will admire those positive attributes initially. So they don't fall in love with you right away because of what they see you look like, your talents, your relationships, your admiration, how you inspire them, you're attractive, da 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 da. The second stage is coveting. Now, you know coveting in the Bible. It said y'all not even supposed to covet. So y'all not supposed to covet y'all neighbor. Y'all not supposed to covet y'all neighbor. That's in the Bible. It said the next stage is coveting. This immediately follows the admiration stage because this is when the individual sinks in for their envious individual. And it says, this is when they realize that admiring your positive attributes is really them trying to live vicariously through them. So they are now so embedded in y'all that they are trying to live vicariously through you. You know how I give the example all the time when a child, a child or a son, pro ball, right? A man got a son, or a man didn't make it to pro ball, but then he get a son and he teach his son to go to pro ball so he can relive that energy all over again through the son. Or like the mother, the daughter is a ballerina and the mother was a ballerina or never got to be a ballerina. And so she wants the daughter to go be a ballerina so she can live out her dreams through the daughter. That's what that's talking about. They'll try to put themselves like literally as all that admiration is them trying to, it's like that, what was that movie? It was a movie that did that, where they used to make up as they would be in the mirror pretending and acting cuckoo and crazy and saying stuff and making up their face and thinking they looking like the girl and they looking crazy as hell, and all the makeup be all over the motherfucking place and stuff because they just lose it. They just kind of just lose their marbles about it. It was like some past movies similar to like that when people just get lost. So they trying to live vicariously through y'all when it says, when they face the harsh reality that they are not you, the bitterness sinks in. So after they admire you, then they covet you, and then when it sink in that they cannot be you, that's when they get bitter. That's when the bitterness comes, right? It says the feeling of admiration quickly shifts to the feeling of covetousness, something like that. Then there's competition as the third stage. Ooh. Covetousness then leads to the next stage, competition. And that's when they start competing against you. This is where an envious person aims to compete with a person in hopes of obtaining what they have or outperforming a person they are envious of. Damn. Y'all, this motherfucker here. That girl did her damn homework, but I wish she would have put this motherfucker in some big ass print. But she did her goddamn work on this book. Y'all, this is real shit. This is some deep ass shit. I thought y'all would like this book. I knew y'all would like this book. All right. So then the fourth stage is jealousy. When they realize that competing with the subject of envy is unsuccessful, envious individuals is then faced with another harsh reality. Competing is an unsuccessful strategy. So this is the jealousy sets in when they realize they can't even compete. It ain't helping. All right. At this point, feelings of jealousy have come to the surface. Actions will become petty, cold, calculated, and cunning. So they turn it into the snake right then. You know, so now they like, well, shit, since I can't compete with them and I can't beat them, then let me just fuck with them. Basically is what they saying. Let me just pick with them. Let me just try to irritate them. Let me just try to do whatever I can do to get under their skin. That's what they're doing because they can't beat y'all. They know it's a dead end when it comes to competitiveness, into competing. They can't do it. So, damn, y'all, this book is what? The what? Damn. And then the last stage, envy. So the last stage 5, is envy. Envy, unsuccessful attempts on all platforms. What the freak? It says include inability to outperform the target of envy and the inability to defeat or derail their target. You know they mad. Damn it, you know they motherfucking ass mad. They hotter than fish grease. Okay? Actions and retaliation will then become irate, irrational, misguided, impulsive, and sloppy. So they gonna get sloppy with it because they gonna be so fucking mad. The logic go out the window because now they're in their emotions. So they won't be able. That's when they'll slip up. They'll slip up because they're gonna get sloppy. Like you're gonna see them. You might see them following you. You might catch them following you. You might catch them watching you across the store or whatever, or spying on you or whatever. They're gonna get sloppy with it because they're getting desperate and they're losing. So these are motherfuckers that's a sore loser too. Not only that, they're a sore fucking loser. You know, and that's when they out themselves. Yep, that's when they take they self out. Yep. That's when they take they self out. Yep. Damn, this is okay. My eyeballs hurt. My damn eyeballs. So this is training for battle, understanding the 5 stages of green eyes. So the next one is training for battle. Okay. Y'all can get that. I don't know if I'll do this again. I got to figure out what. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out. I might just put. I don't know if I'm going to put 35 on there or what. I don't know what I'm going to put on there. Damn, y'all. I don't know. Where's my playlist at? I don't even know. Let me find my book club. It'll be in my playlist. I got 54. How many on there do I got? Let me see if I can get a last episode. This is a new book because my daughter took my other book. So if y'all haven't seen my book club playlist, it's in the playlist. That's 14. That's episode. We've been doing this for 3 years, y'all. Doing book club for 3 years. 20, there's 20. I think we're in the 20s if I'm not mistaken. I really want to just start off at 25. There's episode 22, 23, yep, 24. Oh no, 25. Oh, 26, 27, 28. What? Yo, I got that long. I got that far. 30. 31. Oh, we on 32. We on episode 32. Okay. Green Eyes. Episode 32. Dang, on my birthday. What? There we go. Okay, that was chapter 1 we just did. So chapter 1, Green Eyes. And we did a little of the introduction. But that had my head hurting. That was it. I skipped some stuff up in here, y'all. Look, I skipped a lot. So we're gonna have to go back through chapter 1. Oh yeah, we are. I skipped all the way to the back because I saw that good description back there and I wanted to get to that. Yo, Lord, have mercy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more pages. We got 4 more pages to finish chapter 1. So we can get another episode in on chapter 1, I think. Oh yeah, damn. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, that's the book. If y'all want to know, Green Eyes, Mariah Perry. Yeah, Mariah Perry, Green Eyes. It's about stalker women, stalker men, you know, content creator or whatever field you work in, motivational, public speaking, people just obsessed with y'all energy, your vibe or whatever. So again, so that's that. So we on episode, this is going to be episode, what did I say? 32. Episode 32. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. Get the book so y'all can read it on your own time, on your own terms. I might read a little bit more, depending on how good it get. I might read a little bit more because there's some other stuff in here too. Oh, yeah, this, oh, okay. Okay. Let me skip. I lied. Okay. Hold on. Let me give you this chapter 4. This chapter 4 was deep because when I got the book, y'all know I always flip to what I got to read first. And it was chapter 4. Know your opponent's play. And I was like, bitch, I play chess. So I was like, what, Spirit? Yeah, Spirit. The tactics these motherfuckers use. Friends with benefits and stipulation tactics. All that glitters is gold tactics. You got delusional disrespect tactics, depleted to defeat tactics, eliminate the threat, withdrawal technique. And you got the confrontational conversation technique. Then you got guilty by association tactics. Then you got set you up to fail tactics. And then you got by willing to play small to win big. Okay. This chapter 4 is off the chain, y'all. Intimidation tactics. Competition guided as courtship. Competition guided as courtship. So that means y'all marrying men that they in competition with y'all. Or y'all got a boyfriend or girlfriend that's in competition with y'all. Damn. Hell and honeymoon tactics. Hell to honeymoon tactics. By association tactics. This book is so fucking dick. Dick. What? Thick. I mean, deep is what I was trying to say. Somebody is nasty out there. This book is so motherfucking deep that it's telling y'all how the men even fucking playing. Just like the triad book, the dark triad book. So this is telling y'all even men, the tactics that men use. Women, y'all want this book. Y'all want this book. The dating, yes, the dating scene. It said the hell to honeymoon tactic. That means they take you through hell and you think that you done got something that you want to marry them. That's a tactic. That's a tactic. I need to read this. Similar to can't beat them, join them approach. So they take you through hell, and then all of a sudden, I might as well come on in. I might as well come on back to the barnyard, and I might as well come on back and let the owner keep me because I can't get out there on my own and get nothing done. So I might as well, can't beat them, join them. Look at this shit, y'all. This motherfucker here. This, when faced with the hell to honeymoon tactic, be kind and respectful. Never be distasteful and avoid getting too close to the individual is waiting for an opportunity to bite. Child, they ain't gonna worry about getting too close because they ain't gonna be close. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that shit. That's still, again, I'm thinking elementary. I'm thinking school, like the games is so fucking elementary. It's so fucking elementary. And then y'all got by association tactics, calculate cosine tactics where they get other people. Like, I've been through everything in this motherfucking book. I've probably been through everything in this motherfucking book over the last 5 years. I don't even have to read the shit. I'm looking at it like, yep, I recognize who did that. Yep, I know who did that. I'm sitting up here like, this shit is unreal. Nip it in the bud tactic. Pull the rug up under you. The build up to breakdown tactic. The cut them down to bite size tactic. Like then it says the big reveal, aka sneak attack. Then it says the teamwork makes the dream work tactic. Then it says divide and conquer tactic, right? And then it says cancel out technique reverse into intentional invalidation. Give to take back tactic. Beauty envy. So it even got beauty envy in here, y'all. Wow. Beauty envy is prevalent when a person is envious of an individual's physical appearance. And that's the pretty girls or the pretty handsome boys. And y'all got people out there that may not be as pretty and they're just automatically envious of y'all beauty or your handsomeness for no fucking apparent reason. Like, you can't help you were born beautiful. You can't help you were born with a good personality. You can't help you were born with certain hair and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's beauty. That's envy beauty. So, of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and is completely subjective. But a person who is envious of another person can feel threatened by their aesthetics or the attention the subject of envy receives from others. So they're just there. If people gawk over you, they're jealous of people gawking over you. Basically, this person may mimic their object of envy and by the same token talk down on them, gossip about them, and belittle their target. This can even lead to delusions under special circumstances. To alleviate feelings of envy, the perpetrator will try to convince themselves that they are superior to the target of envy, or will take jabs at certain things about their appearance while stimulously imitating it. It says, when faced with an individual who is particularly envious of one's beauty and physical appearance, it is imperative One has a strong sense of self-confidence and self-esteem that is unwavering. Projections is the ultimate weapon with this envious person. So y'all got to have some tough skin. Y'all got to have some, especially when you're on the internet, you got to have some tough skin because they're going to just throw that shit back at y'all. Okay? And you're going to be upset. Look at my nose. And y'all going to be upset. Okay? Erotic and romantic envy. Up the ante I can't get that out. Up the anti-tactic. And then y'all got the 5150 tactic. And then the last one is damage control. Y'all, we got to get on that. And then perception is key. Allow your enemies to sharpen you. Damn. Been through that. I swear I could have wrote this book. I definitely could have wrote this book. Damn. Oh, yeah, we got to go through that. That was off the chain. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. That's the book. It'll be in the playlist for some of y'all to get it or whatever. Good book, good book, good book, good book. Good book. Good book. Right? There it is. So that's y'all book for book. Oh, yeah, we did it. Yes. Bravo, bravo, bravo. And we painted a beautiful picture. Bravo. 2 things accomplished today. Katniss Everdeen. May the odds be forever in your favor. Hunger Games. The Hunger Games, baby. The Hunger Games. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. I might have to finish reading a little bit more of that. That kind of got interesting. Okay. So thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. We are out of here. See y'all later. You say you just found it in Audible. Yay. I'm on that shit. I'm finna go get it all Audible too because I can listen to it in Audible because I can clean and listen to it. But sometimes if they good like that, I want them in my hand. You know, I want them in my hand if they really good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You have to go to work. All right. Be good. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. You have green eyes? All right. So we got a good book then, huh? For book club. KemArts. KemArts book club. Going on 4 years strong. So thank y'all. We've been taking a break and moving around, doing other stuff. And that's what they say. You got to come back to it sometimes. So again, just put it down and come back to it. And look at here. We got it on my birthday. We done came back around to it. All right. I know y'all was like, when's she going to do book club? But yeah, that's book club. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, everybody. And I got paint all on my shirt. Dang it. Greetings. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. Thank you, everybody, for the love and support. Let's keep the channel growing and expanding. We do a lot over here. So check the playlist for something you might like. All right, there's a playlist there. And just, you know, y'all keep your head up. Keep moving and keep your head up. And don't let nobody stop you. And just keep working on yourself. When you find yourself around people like this, that's in this book, the best thing you can do is just keep moving, keep elevating. You don't stop elevating. You don't let them bother you because they're gonna wean away anyway. They're gonna whine away, wean away, wax away. They're gonna move out the damn way. So yeah, just keep leveling up. That's all y'all can do. Keep leveling up. All right. Thank y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. I'll see y'all later. We got pop-up tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Have a great night.